As a divorce lawyer, Li Hang unexpectedly binds to the monthly elderly system. Li Hang. System, I'm a divorce lawyer. Did you find the wrong host? Boss. Everywhere outside there are salary cuts and layoffs, leaving the company, you're nothing. Li Hang. Tomorrow, I'll resign and go stand out for Pancakes. Buy pancakes and fruits, give legal advice. Number 99 yuan. Old sixth customer. Li LV, you should know many divorced clients. Can you introduce me to one? Li Hang. I see that you have a unique idea and a huge pattern. You can handle this matter. Customer A, thank you, Li LV. We are ready to have a second child. Customer B, it's not that the matchmaking agency can't afford to go, but that lawyers are more cost-effective. The 5 major law firms are collectively confused. How can you do the job of a matchmaker once you divorce as a lawyer? Chapter 1. Buying pancakes and fruits for divorce consultation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Blue Star, Shanghai Stock Exchange. People's Park Blind Date Corner. A convertible tricycle with a prominent handwritten sign hanging. Authentic pancakes and fruits, buy a set and get divorce counseling as a gift. Price list. Family photo. 15 yuan add chicken chops. 4 yuan garrison tenderloin. 3 yuan jiaowei long spicy strips. 1 yuan behind the tricycle stood a young man. He was holding a mobile phone in front of him, with the camera pointing directly at the booth and himself. This is Li Hang's first live broadcast. Just because before he set out today, he received a push message from Douya platform. Limited time welfare task. Newcomer anchors can receive a reward of 50 yuan after 1 hour of broadcasting. Li Hang was afraid of any pitfalls, so he carefully read the reward rules. I found that as long as I don't broadcast any illegal or disciplinary activities, I can broadcast anything. Isn't this money equivalent to a free gift? How many sets of pancakes can be saved for 50 yuan? Don't take advantage of the cheap, you bastard. Li Hang didn't think much and opened the Douya platform, logging into his account. Lawyer Li for Shanghai divorce. That's right, Li Hang in this world is a divorce lawyer who specializes in handling divorce lawsuits. Li Hang traveled to this parallel world a month ago. The original owner of this body is also called Li Hang. I attended a top domestic university during my original university years. Graduated with first place in the law major. After graduation, I joined the well-known Red Circle law firm. Dashing law firm. Originally, it was a future that everyone envied. But the original owner died suddenly due to frequent overtime and being overwhelmed, and it was only then that Li Hang crossed over. And in the world he used to live in. He obtained a marriage certificate from the Civil Affairs Bureau. Overnight, this identity is vastly different. Fortunately, he inherited all the memories of the original owner, including legal knowledge. Li Hang traveled over and completed a case at hand. I immediately resigned from that deadly job. Anyway, the original owner of this world, like him, has no father or mother. There are no elderly people to support either. However, sitting on empty air is not a solution. After some thought, why not come out and set up a stall? After completing some simple anchor information filling, Li Hang started broadcasting. The title of the live broadcast room is concise and clear. A blind date corner stalls pancakes for a while. The main focus is on what you see is what you get. His Douya account has over 100 fans. Because I have accumulated some divorce consultation videos before. However, only a few of them may be active fans. It has been more than 10 minutes since the broadcast started, and only 4 or 5 people have entered the live broadcast room, with only a few barrage comments. Buy pancakes and fruits for divorce consultation. 666, are you really a divorce lawyer? Is the end of a lawyer a pancake stall, when doing divorce counseling in the blind date corner, the anchor will pick the right place. Li Hang glanced at his phone screen and answered one by one. I'm really a divorce lawyer, and not all lawyers are like a fat lamb roll. I chose this place mainly because there are a lot of people. I sell pancakes, and divorce counseling is included as a gift. Li Hang quietly hung the live broadcast and didn't mess around. His goal is clear, just to complete the 1-hour live broadcast task. A few scattered viewers in the live broadcast room. If it weren't for Li Hang's handsome appearance and interesting speech, he would have probably left long ago. A mother carrying a vegetable basket walked to Li Hang's stall. Young man, what do you have in your family's pancakes? This is the first customer today, and Li Hang is quite enthusiastic. Just have everything. What kind of chicken ribs, chicken fillets, chicken sausages, all in. Just let me know if there's anything you don't want to eat. Auntie was quite cheerful, then give me a set. Add more spicy strips. Line. Li Hang rolled up his sleeves, put on his gloves, and began making pancakes and fruits. Auntie glanced at the sign and started talking to him. Young man, what kind of job do you do? Li Hang poured batter on one side and answered distractedly. I am a divorce lawyer, occasionally doing side jobs. Aunt's eyes suddenly lit up and she began to rub her hands. Divorce lawyers. Then you should know many divorced people, right? Li Hang remembered the original owner's social account. There are thousands of friends and several divorce counseling groups. Indeed, they are all connections. However, he humbly said, I know some, but not many. Andy took out an A4 paper from the basket and brought it to Li Hang. Take a look, this is my son's situation. He just left this month. Do you have anyone who has left? If the conditions are suitable, could you help introduce them? Aunt's words made several people in the live broadcast room active. Can't laugh anymore, divorce lawyer turns into a matchmaker in seconds. Auntie, this idea has opened up. Auntie's thinking is 10 years ahead of mine, Risby. The people in the live broadcast room smelled the gossip and began to share it. You shared the live broadcast room with me in a big stack. Single nobles shared the live broadcast room. Li Hang listened to his aunt's words and looked up at the A4 paper. A black and white portrait with personal information written in black and white below. Lu Qiangbei, male, 36 years old, owns a house and a car, divorced. Take a closer look at that photo. Oh, this is still an acquaintance. Isn't this the client of the case I handled after crossing over? Li Hang laughed at his aunt. Auntie, no one is more familiar with your son's situation than me. His divorce lawyer is me. The number of people in the live broadcast room is slowly increasing, to over 100. And it continues to increase. After all, the essence of humanity is to join in the fun, and parallel worlds are no exception. Don't say it, don't really say it. Divorce lawyers who work part-time as matchmakers have innate advantages. Indeed, divorce lawyers have a clear understanding of the parties' personalities, family backgrounds, and reasons for divorce. Dog anchor, can you also introduce me to a partner? Divorced ones are fine, but those with children are not. Upstairs, you don't want Miss Me, who divorced and took care of children. Auntie warmly grasped Li Hang's hand with an excited expression. So you're Li LV. Thanks to you, otherwise my son would probably be drained of blood and wouldn't even be able to keep his house. Li Hang finished making the pancake and handed it to her. You're welcome. This first pancake is not very skilled and a bit torn. I'll charge you 10 yuan. The dog anchor still has some conscience. This pancake is making my blood pressure soar. If I hadn't known you were a lawyer, I would have thought I had run into plain clothes. Stop frying pancakes, expand your business quickly. I'm so anxious. Don't make a fuss, am I the only one who carefully watches the lawyer's pancake stand? Li Hang was just busy making pancakes and didn't even watch the live broadcast room. At first glance, the live broadcast room was filled with over 1,000 people. Li Hang couldn't help but shudder, faced with the eagerly anticipated gaze of my aunt. After thinking for a while, he really thought of someone named Su Hui. He also helped Su Hui win the divorce lawsuit. From an external perspective, all aspects are quite suitable. Although he was still browsing on his social media a few days ago, Su Hui posted a marriage proposal. But it seems to be mostly a joke. Just in case they don't have any plans for a second marriage. It's also quite reckless to introduce someone to someone rashly. At this moment, a mechanical sound echoed in Li Hang's mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for awakening the lunar aging system. Lunar elderly system activation in progress. Activation successful. Chapter 2. Obtain the marriage calculation skill. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Li Hang almost uttered a national curse in the live broadcast room. I know that a traveler cannot have a golden finger. Online authors will not deceive people. System, it's okay if you're late, just come. Detected host facing random event. Chen Lifan's request, host has the following two choices, option 1, politely refuse, cherish customers, cherish word of mouth. Be a matchmaker for customers. If you succeed, you will be a good person, but if you fail, you will be a bad person. It's better to do less than to do more. Choose this option to reward divorce case X1, option 2. Agree to Chen Lifan's request and introduce a suitable partner to Lu Qiangbei, don't be cowardly, just do it. Facilitate a good marriage, and the accumulated merits are not stronger than knocking a wooden fish. Choose this option, reward 100,000 yuan in cash, and obtain the marriage calculation skill. You can obtain the happiness index of any two people together, improve the success rate of pairing. Li Hang made a decisive choice. I'll choose the second one. He hesitated at first because he was worried that the person he introduced might not be suitable. If you can acquire the skill of calculating marriage, you can know the depth of the bond between two people. What are you afraid of? Besides, who would leave 100,000 yuan unprofitable? It's not like a fool came. As soon as Li Hang finished speaking, the sound of the system rang in his mind. Congratulations to the host, you have received 100,000 yuan in cash, and the marriage calculation skill has been automatically assembled. His phone shook and it was a bank balance reminder text message. Your savings card ending in 5627 has deposited 100,000 yuan, with a current balance of 100,666.66 yuan. The balance has increased by 3 digits, and the revenue of the pancake stall has increased for 2 years. Li Hang smiled at his aunt. Auntie, I need to confirm whether Mr. Lu agrees to the blind date himself first. If Lu Qiangbei himself is unwilling to remarry. It was Chen Lifan who advocated for her second marriage on her own. It's not appropriate for him to introduce someone. Chen Lifan hugged her arm and said, it was Ah Chang who brought it up himself. Li Hang nodded. That's fine. Do you have any requirements for the woman? I can take a look. Chen Lifan said, I don't have high expectations either. I'm kind, filial, and have no ulterior motives. Just be kind to my son and grandson. Chen Lifan said and took out her phone. So, lawyerly, my son is watching others fishing by the lake in the park, and I'll call him over. Chen Lifan's words have stirred up another wave in the live broadcast room. The lake in People's Park cannot catch good things. The strong never complain about the environment. Can you meet a fisherman here? What's so fun about fishing you will know when you enter the pit. Chen Lifan made a phone call and Lu Qiangbei appeared in a few minutes. Mr. Lu, we meet again. Li Hang and Lu Qiangbei shook hands. Lu Qiangbei is a person with a low cultural level, but he is simple, honest, and hardworking. Starting from a small shop of a few square meters, I accumulated funds and later opened a company, and my business grew bigger and bigger. Later, he hired a female secretary. I ended up drinking too much during a social gathering. The next day, it was discovered that the two were lying together. This secretary is her ex-wife. When Lu Qiangbei's ex-wife got divorced, she made many unreasonable demands. With the help of Li Hang, it was discovered that the child of his ex-wife was not Lu Qiangbei's. He just won the lawsuit and allowed his ex-wife to leave the house clean. Li LV, my mom just told me, I'm really sorry. She's just too anxious about this matter with me and has started to seek medical attention. I won't make things difficult for you. Marriage still depends on fate. Listening to Lu Qiangbei's meaning is also for Li Hang's consideration. I don't want him to be too difficult. Li Hang waved his hand. It's okay, I've already promised your mother. Anyway, I'm just introducing you to each other, there are multiple possibilities. As for whether it's successful or not, it depends on yourselves. This anchor is capable, and he really introduces customers. The anchor's identity switch is very fast, it feels like a matchmaker. What's wrong with the matchmaker? She's out of town, and her identity was given by herself. Okay then. Li Hang's words are very sincere. Lu Qianbei did not refuse again. After all, what Li Hang said also makes sense. Just an introduction, not an arranged marriage. Li Hang recalled the marriage calculation panel in his mind. Start calculating the marriage situation of Su Hui and Lu Qianbei. The panel instantly pops up a bunch of information. Name: Lu Qianbei, gender. Male birthday: July 8, 1989, from 8.00 to 8.59 in the Gregorian calendar. Name: Su Hui, gender. Female, birthday: April 27, 1992, Gregorian calendar 06.00.06.59. Happiness index: 98 points. Holding the hand of your son and growing old with him, you are seen as a couple of gods and immortals in the eyes of everyone. Standing together, you are very compatible and have a strong marital relationship. Perhaps there is no legendary love story between you, or perhaps there is no unforgettable passion, but your warmth and tacit understanding can bring your hearts closer and older together. Li Hang looked at this score and was somewhat surprised. System, what is a score of 98? The system immediately gave an answer. Explanation of happiness index score: over 90 points. Excellent over 70 points. Excellent 30.70 points. Good 0.30 points. Normal below 0. Poor. The larger the score, the happier the marriage between two people. If the happiness index is negative, it indicates unhappy marriage. It may be due to divorce, premature death of spouse, or multiple illnesses in family, and it is not recommended to be together. After listening to the system's explanation, Li Hang further confirmed how rare the happiness index of Lu Qianbei and Su Hui is. Li Hang said to Lu Qianbei, I do remember someone who got divorced 6 months ago due to his ex-husband's infidelity. He is quite gentle and kind. But I brought a 2-year-old boy with me. If you think it's okay, I can go ask her for her wishes. The number of people in the live broadcast room has exceeded 30,000. Lu Chang rushed north and hugged Li Hang with his fists. I'll trouble you, Lawyer Li. If it really works, I'll definitely. Li Hang interrupted Lu Qianbei's words. Mr. Lu, let's not talk about that for now. It's not certain yet. I understand, I understand. In order to protect Su Hui's privacy, Li Hang muted the live broadcast room. Family members, I'll make a phone call and you guys can play on your own for a while. The anchor mutes the sound. Remember to care about the water friends in the live broadcast room. He really, I cry to death, the anchor is going to be seen off guard now. They are all calling out for their family. What is something that family members cannot listen to? Is there a brother who can read lip language to translate it? I will. He said he is an islander. Sooner or later, he will die laughing in the live broadcast room outside the screen. Li Hang dialed Su Hui's phone. Su Hui got divorced due to her ex-husband's infidelity, and Li Hang also fought for her maximum benefit. After Su Hui's divorce, she started working as a self-media and is now a small blogger with tens of thousands of followers. Hello, Lawyer Li, why did you call me? Is there anything I can do? Chapter 3. Live Room Meikai second time. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Su Hui answered the phone with a gentle and intellectual voice. Li Hang didn't feel anything before calling. As soon as I made this phone call, I suddenly found it difficult to speak. What's wrong with him being a divorce lawyer and calling clients to introduce a partner? But even though I've made all these calls, I can't let them go. And with a happiness index of 98, just consider yourself a beauty. Ms. Su, I won't be polite either. I'm taking the liberty of calling you, it's indeed something. It's like this. I saw a marriage proposal posted on your social media, and I happen to know a man who meets your requirements in all aspects. He also wants to get to know you. So I took the liberty of coming and getting to know you. Su Hui seemed to be amused and laughed quite happily. Lawyer Li, my social circle is just for fun. I didn't expect you to take it seriously, but it was also my fault. I was instigated by a few young people to post that marriage proposal, but it ended up being a mess. Sorry, Li LV. Listening to Su Hui's tone, she felt sincerely sorry. She has just divorced for half a year, and although she doesn't resist second marriage, she doesn't have much enthusiasm. Her view on this matter is to follow fate. It's best to meet the right person, but if you can't meet them, you can still make it yourself. Since Su Hui has said so, Li Hang cannot persist anymore. It's a pity that this 98-point happiness index. I don't know if they will meet again next time they missed this time. Su Hui pondered for a while again. How about this, Li LV? You can push me on WeChat to him, and we can chat when we have free time. Li Hang agreed. After hanging up the phone, he said to Lu Qiangbei with some embarrassment. Mr. Lu, Ms. Su agrees to give you her WeChat. However, it seems that she has no plans for a second marriage in the near future. It seems that the first matchmaking will end in failure. Lu Qiangbei waved his hand indifferently. Li LV, could you help me open this mouth? I am already very grateful. If you don't succeed, I will make more friends. Li Hang pushed Su Hui's WeChat to Lu Qiangbei. Lu Qiangbei repeatedly thanked him, even brushing a rocket in Li Hang's live broadcast room. Lu Qiangbei gives Rocket X1 as a gift. Is this brother Lu from earlier? Brother Lu is so atmospheric nowadays, there are not many brothers who use real name internet. What do you know? My big brother Lu can sit up straight. Li Hang is not very clear about the gift prices on the Douya platform. But watch the audience's reactions in the live broadcast room. I also know that the price is not cheap. So he quickly spoke up to stop it. Mr. Lu, there's really no need to brush gifts for me, it's a piece of cake. Besides, I also earned 100,000 yuan from the system. And there are also some viewers giving tips in the live broadcast room one after another. Deducting the portion shared by the platform, it is estimated to cost several thousand yuan. Anchor, have followed, don't let it down. Waiting for a blind date. Follow.up, +1, +10086, plus ID number. As soon as there are more people in the live broadcast room, different voices begin to appear. Originally, the anchor used to be a lawyer for Dashing. Isn't Dashing a very famous law firm? I heard that any intern lawyer's monthly salary is frighteningly high. Do you still need to come out and make pancakes? Laughing to death, Dashing's lawyer came out to make pancakes. This was the worst time Dashing had been blackened out. I resigned from Dashing. It's not convenient to say the specifics, but if you don't know the inside story, don't brag. Upstairs, what secrets cannot be told to the water enthusiasts in the live broadcast room? Li Hang started discussing his deceased former company while watching the barrage in the live broadcast room. Explained a sentence. I have resigned from Dashing and am no longer Dashing's lawyer. Why can't I think of resigning from Dashing? Many people can't even get in if they want to, that's not obvious yet. Those who have been fired. The competition for Dashing is fierce, and if you can get in, you need to stay based on your abilities. Anchor, please have a word. Li Hang remembered the place where Dashing ate people and didn't spit out bones. The original owner was squeezed to death by the law firm. Dashing requires them to work until 10 p.m. every day. It's every day, at night, at 10 o'clock. And there is no overtime pay. On the day of Li Hang's sudden death, there were actually signs. That evening, he already felt a splitting headache. He finished his work and asked the boss if he could leave early. The boss's words were like a demon whispering. What does it mean to finish the work? I have a few more case materials that you can take and organize. As lawyers, if we don't work hard, how can we prove that you are better than others? Lawyers' work requires overtime, so why don't you go outside and see which law firm isn't like that? If you can't even withstand the intensity of Dashing, I advise you to switch careers early and not become a lawyer. Li Hang shrugged his shoulders. If you feel like you can accept endless KTV, you can give it a try at Dashing. What does it mean the village upstairs just connected to the internet? KTV means CPU, what CPU, clearly UFO, isn't it KFC? The phenomenon of Dashing Pua is already very serious. If the anchor dares to say so, he will offend Dashing. How can he get along in the legal industry in the future? The anchor bravely flies and carries his own burden in case of an accident for these statements, whether they are genuine or insincere. Li Hang remained noncommittal. He checked the time and found that the live broadcast had already reached an hour. I originally only wanted to earn 50 yuan. I didn't expect it to happen by chance. The revenue from live streaming rooms is not cheap. I see that there are tens of thousands of people in the live broadcast room now. Water enthusiasts who need divorce and trust me can also come to me for consultation. I thought the anchor was going to start working full-time as a matchmaker. Isn't the anchor's main business selling pancakes? Does the anchor file a divorce lawsuit? The kind that includes remarriage. I often feel out of place because my water enthusiasts are too talented. Play around, make fun of it, don't joke about divorce. Li Hang thinks this group of water enthusiasts is also quite interesting. Anyway, the pancake stall doesn't have any business. Chatting with them is just a way to pass the time. Suddenly, a gift special effect popped up on the screen. The king asked me to come for a mountain tour and give away the Super Rocket X1. Thank you, this. The king called me to patrol the mountains and deliver the super rocket. Thank you, king. Thank you very much, king. Anchor, do you want to laugh me to death so that I can inherit my Aunt Flower? Brother Wang, please don't just brush gifts, hurry up and consult Dogleg Anchor. Li Hang looked at the user profile of the king called me to patrol the mountains. It's a new account with a very low level. Does this friend want to do divorce counseling? Lawyer Li, I would also like to ask you to introduce me to a partner. Li Hang was taken aback. What happened today? Is it because people stack buffs in the blind date corner? The live broadcast room is going crazy with joy. Plum blossoms twice. Anchor, give up struggling. Some people are destined to be matchmakers. Funny level 1000000%. Regardless of whether this big brother Wang hired an actor or not, the live broadcast effect has been achieved. I don't think the money earned by the anchor from selling pancakes can afford to hire actors. Upstairs, tie the iron, old heart. Li Hang was about to speak when he noticed that the king called me to patrol the mountains had applied for Lianmai. Chapter 4. Is this the marketing strategy of Shuangxing Group? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Li Hang ordered to accept Lianmai. Soon, another voice rang out in the live broadcast room. Lawyer Li, I'm Zhang Jijie. Li Hang was stunned for a moment. Who is it? He remained silent for a while, tried to recall it, and finally remembered this person. It was one of his previous clients. His divorce lawsuit was also won with the help of Li Hang. Zhang Jijie is a truly wealthy second generation. My family has money, and when I was young, I enjoyed playing around aimlessly. Later on, marriage was also a family alliance without emotions. Although he divorced his ex-wife, he was not at fault for the breakdown of the marriage. But Li Hang really doesn't dare to introduce anyone to him casually. What if I trap someone? It's you, I remember you. Li Hang didn't immediately agree to his request, he was just joking. Why does Zhang Xiao need blind dates now? You should not lack the market. Zhang Jijie chuckled twice. I don't want you to casually introduce someone to me. Li LV, do you remember when I named you as my defense lawyer? You were also responsible for another case at the same time. Of course I remember, Li Hang said. Zhang Jijie's voice was a bit embarrassed. They are the parties involved in that case. I would like you to introduce us to each other. Actually, I only had a slight impression of her that time. But I don't really believe in love at first sight either, so I didn't take any action. A few days ago, I met her at an exhibition. I found that we shared common interests and topics, and we talked very well. Unfortunately, she suddenly had something to do and left in a hurry. I forgot to leave her contact information. After much thought, it seems that you are the only one around me with her contact information. Can you help us introduce her? You are also aware of my situation. Originally based on Zhang Jijie's asset situation. It is far from up to young lawyers like Li Hang to take over divorce cases for clients of this level. However, Zhang Jijie has a straightforward personality. In front of his partner, he was named as an ordinary lawyer, insisting that he had an eye for Li Hang. There is another person who has a close eye relationship. Zhang Jijie spoke quite sincerely, and after that, he was a super rocket. The pursuit of love by the wealthy second generation is like a moat. Two super hot stars, the anchor must wake up laughing in the middle of the night. The anchor cannot lose his principles in the face of money. Zhang Jijie, is it the young master of Shuangxing Group? Is this wave the marketing of Shuangxing Group? So, are we also part of the anchor in Shuangxing Group's play? Marketing bullshit. If the marketing department proposes such a plan, the entire department will be kicked out. That's right, the anchor doesn't bring any merchandise. The discussion of Zhang Jijie's identity and background instantly began in the live broadcast room. Zhang Jijie remained silent and patiently waited for Li Hang's reply. At this moment, the sound of the system echoed again in Li Hang's mind. Ding! Detected host facing random event. Zhang Jijie's request, host has the following two choices. Option 1. Be a Lao Lu, hey. I have contact information, but I just won't give it, it's just for fun. Admit that you're a single dog that can't be seen in pairs, crawling in the dark. Choose this option and receive a cash reward of 66,666 yuan. Option 2. Of course it's a promise to him. What a destined couple. With so many encounters, it's not fate. It's a sin not to introduce them to each other. Choosing this option will double the popularity of the live broadcast room and unlock them all. The doubling of popularity in the live broadcast room is a tempting reward. But what is unlocking a shopping mall? What is the system and mall used for? The mall will sell some items or skills, and the specific usage method needs to be explained when unlocking. Li Hang decided to first look at the marriage calculation panel before deciding which one to choose. He remembers that girl's name is Lu Mengru and she is the owner of a coffee shop. If we only look at the economic conditions, it is definitely far inferior to Zhang Jijie. However, since Zhang Jijie is interested in others, let's take a test. After all, economic conditions are not the only criterion for measuring whether two people are compatible. Name: Zhang Jijie. Gender: male. Birthday: May 17, 1993, Gregorian calendar 18.00.18.59, name. Lu Mengru gender. Female, birthday. April 27, 1993, Gregorian calendar, 06.00.06.59 happiness index. 85 points joyful enemies, separation and integration. In your past life, you were enemies, and in this life, you are lovers. Along the journey together, it is inevitable that some discordant notes will appear, bringing some emotional tests. Although your relationship has ups and downs, separation and integration, you will eventually achieve positive results, loving each other until old age. Li Hang sked twice. It seems to be a pair of unhappy enemies. However, 85 points is already considered good. But Li Hang couldn't help but show a skeptical expression on his face. From binding to the monthly elderly system until now, Li Hang tested 2 pairs. And both pairs have such high scores. This made him start to doubt the accuracy of this happiness index. Shouldn't you scare people like fortune tellers on the street? Can both Lin Douya and Voldemort achieve a happiness index of 99? Li Hang's mind twitched. I changed my name again and retested it. If this also measures high scores, then this system is deceiving and deceiving. Name. Li Hang, gender. Male birthday. October 29, 1996, Gregorian calendar from 4.00 to 4.59, name. Lu Mengru gender. Female, birthday. April 27, 1993, Gregorian calendar, 06.00.06.59 happiness index. 18 points. Your relationship usually only stays in the stage of mutual appreciation, but your love is destined to have no results. It's better to try to forget each other and start a new life. Seeing this pitiful score, Li Hang breathed a sigh of relief. System, I'll choose 2. Of course, I promised him. He dared to agree to Zhang Jijia's request now. Ding. Congratulations to the host for achieving the conditions for unlocking the mall. The mall is being unlocked. Unlocked successfully. Introduction to mall usage. For each pair of like-minded people that the host helps open a story, they will receive mall points equal to their happiness index. The points can be used to exchange for mall items. Mall points balance. 183 points. Li Hang roughly flipped through the mall in his mind. Discover other skills or items. There is an item in the item list that costs 10,000 yuan. This is the cheapest item in the mall. Required points. 1 point. So he now has 183 points, which can be exchanged for 1.83 million yuan. At this moment, the phone in Li Hang's pocket vibrated. He took out his phone and a voice message popped up on WeChat. It was sent by Lu Mengru. Li Hang clicked on the earpiece of his phone to play and placed it in his ear. Lawyer Li, I'm Mengru. Do you still remember me? I came to see you today and had a heartless request. Once, I went to the law firm to see you, and a man in a black coat came to see you. Do you remember? I want to ask if you have his contact information. If so, can you give me his contact information? Chapter 5. Thank you to all the water enthusiasts for their love. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Li Hang smiled knowingly after listening to the voice message sent by Lu Mengru. These 2 people are really destined. I can't justify not helping to draw a line myself. What's the host laughing at? Saying it makes me happy too. This anchor is too far-sighted. I have decided to shut it down for 5 minutes. Dog anchor, is it appropriate to leave our top brother on the list? At this moment, more people flooded into the live broadcast room. Li Hang speculated that it was because the system's reward had taken effect. Sorry, I received a voice message. I really can't share it with you because it's someone else's personal privacy. Li Hang first apologized to the water friends in the live broadcast room and made a haha. Mr. Zhang, the person you mentioned, she just approached me too. Zhang Jijia's voice became excited. Really? What did she say? Dog broadcaster, don't be too flashy, it's stuttering even our top brother on the list, anchor, hurry up and say it, don't make me kneel down, please, she also came to me for your contact information, Li Hang said with a smile. Thank you, Li LV. You are really a lucky star. This reversal made the live broadcast room scream and knock. Unidirectional crush turns into two-way rush, and the barrage in the live broadcast room instantly brushes rapidly. How can a divorce lawyer be fed dog food even when watching a live broadcast? Is there still a place for single dogs in this world? May I ask how many years a single person is sentenced to? Isn't this 100 times more beautiful than those love dramas and idol dramas? The traces of the love drama script are too heavy, of course, real love is better to enjoy, isn't this a script? I don't believe there's such a coincidence. Everything is called a script, so you don't deserve to eat well. Zhang Jijia watched the live broadcast with a great rhythm, and with a flick of his hand, it was a super fast rocket. Covering all those unfriendly barrage. Li Hang was simply flattered. Although he knows Zhang Jijia's strength, 3 superhumans may not even be worth his meal. Mr. Zhang, you don't need to brush so many gifts. I won't be rewarded for my lack of effort. High emotional intelligence. No merit, no reward, low emotional intelligence. You two haven't succeeded yet, you have a handle on emotional intelligence, my Jiagu gave you, you just keep going, so much talk. Ladies and gentlemen, my studio is about marriage. Do you want to come and have a look? One crystal ball is about divination, anchor, you are really popular. Someone is coming to dig the wall. Zhang Jijia took off the microphone and thanked Li Hang on WeChat. Although he is a second-generation wealthy man, he doesn't have the airs of a second-generation wealthy man. Li Hang first replied to Lu Mengru. I have outlined the general situation. Then I pushed Lu Mengru's WeChat account to Zhang Jijia. Li Hang looked at the live broadcast room and the number of people has reached over 100,000. For Li Hang, a pure newcomer anchor who did not buy promotions. This premier data is already very enviable. The speed of the barrage is too fast to see clearly. He looked for a while before realizing the reason for the sudden increase in the number of people. Originally, it was because the number of people in the live broadcast room increased rapidly in the short term. According to the mechanism of the Douya platform, we have added a new member recommendation section. As a result, more passers-by were attracted. From the homepage, may I ask if this is a blind date conference? +1 from the homepage, does the anchor's pancake stall affect my opening of Maserati? Li Hang looked at the time and it was almost noon now. It's time for dinner. Thank you all for your love, water enthusiasts. Ah no, it's kind. That's all for today's live broadcast, let's broadcast it again next time we have the chance. Laughing to death, isn't the anchor really here to make fun of me? If you were to broadcast now, I would really have paid the wrong amount, dog anchor. Just as my takeout arrived, did you stop broadcasting? The food in your hand doesn't even smell good anymore, Li Hang is really hungry, why don't he still talk about 50 cents? He quickly turned off the live broadcast. Li Hang collected the stall and drove his small electric tricycle home. After this live broadcast, he hasn't looked closely at the revenue from platform gifts yet. However, with those rockets alone, there is not much missing. There is also a system reward of 100,000. Li Hang is now quite well off. He parked his tricycle at the entrance of the community and ate a bowl of pickled Chinese cabbage noodles downstairs. He boldly added 2 soy egg and a chicken leg. After eating and drinking, he returned to his rented house. This is a large single-room layout. There is a restroom with a small balcony. In the Shanghai market, where every inch of land is precious. Even if it is remote from the city center, the monthly rent and utilities for such a room are still 2,000 yuan. He eats too much, which will make him dizzy. Pulling the curtains, I plunged into the bed and slept soundly. By the time he woke up, it was already past 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He lit up his phone screen and found that there were over 99 unread messages on WeChat. Li Hang was somewhat puzzled, so he opened WeChat and swiped down. Many of his former colleagues at Dasheng have messaged him. There are also some college classmates who have not been in contact for a long time. Hang, you're so angry. Li Hang, it's been a long time since we last met. When will we come out for a meal? Li Hang, after leaving Dasheng, will you have to rely on these sidelines to make money? Hee hee. When he was feeling inexplicable, a hot search prompt popped up on the Weibo on the phone. He opened the Weibo hot search list and saw that his name was in the top 2 of the hot searches. Hot search number 1. Hashtag Li Hang divorce lawyer part-time matchmaker Meikai twice. Hashtag hot search number 2. Hashtag Li Hanhu divorce lawyer Li. Hashtag hot search number 3. Hashtag auntie helps her son's blind date, opening up the scene. Hashtag the first hot search point to enter is 2, matchmaking, clips of Li Hang's morning live broadcast recording. There are also a few funny clips of Li Hang's live broadcast recording in the morning. The first hot search was marked with the word explosive. Press down on the topics of Yang Mayan's poems on willows and Wang Feng's new song. On the current Weibo hot search list, at first glance, there are mostly celebrities. So when the names of ordinary people like Li Hang appear, instead, it further ignited the enthusiasm of the masses. His live broadcast alone captured the top 3 hot searches. The effect that even celebrities cannot afford to spend money on marketing. The netizens with great powers have found Li Hang's Weibo account. My Weibo ID is LH Li Hang. He clicked on the homepage and saw that the Weibo fan base suddenly increased by over 100,000. And under that Weibo account, there was only one piece of content automatically posted by Li Hang when registering the account. LH Li Hang. I have already opened a Weibo account. Come and interact with me now. Under this meaningless Weibo, the number of comments has exceeded 50,000. Excuse me, is this the scarf of divorce lawyer, cross out, matchmaker Li Hang? What did I miss? Can you let me know next time it starts broadcasting? Where does the anchor live stream come and observe? What is this new marketing method? I have to say it's very successful. This is the script, right? It's not like there's a team running it. It's been trending for so long, why don't you come out and catch up with this incredible wealth? Li Hang never expected that today he was originally doing a live broadcast for 50 yuan. Surprisingly, it has caused such a great heat. He glanced at his Douya platform's back-end live broadcast report. The live broadcast in the morning after deducting platform shares and taxes, I actually earned nearly 100,000 yuan. Chapter 6. Accidentally caught Douya's attention. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. At the same time, inside an office building in the Shanghai CBD, Li Hang's hot search has caught the attention of the official Douya platform. Xia Jingjing pushed open the door of Xu Mei's office. Mr. Xu. The popularity of a new anchor has skyrocketed. Do you think we should contact him as soon as possible to sign a contract? Xia Jingjing placed a document in front of Xu Mei. Mr. Xu, lawyerly for divorce in Shanghai, has already taken the top 2 spots on Weibo's hot search list. There should be other platforms inviting him to sign soon. Xu Mei is a beautiful woman with bright red lips. A head of wavy curly hair draped over the shoulders, wearing a small suit and a hip-wrap skirt. As the name suggests, one is elegant and charming. The Douya platform has a large amount of traffic, and it is not uncommon for anchors to become popular overnight. Xu Mei has been working at Douya for so many years, and she has seen more of it. Usually, this type of anchor is just a flash in the pan. Fire quickly and burn quickly. While the heat is still there, bring some goods and make a profit. When the tide recedes, few people can retain their fans. Shu Mei opened her phone and looked at the screenshot of Weibo's hot search. This anchor is quite handsome, speaks well and is humorous, and his live broadcast style is not particularly outstanding. Shuangxing is a new internship assistant. My ability is decent, but I have a little less experience and limited vision. Sign him a short-term contract for 1 year. The signing fee should be controlled within 1 million yuan. Shu Mei pushed the information aside and said with a faint expression. Shuangxing was somewhat surprised. Originally, based on her perspective, she feels like a rising star like Li Hang. The live content is novel and the style is relaxed. And just for the first live broadcast, the popularity quickly climbed. I should grow into a pillar-level anchor in the future. The platform should be highly recommended. Unexpectedly, Shu Mei's reaction was mediocre. However, Shuangxing quickly became acquainted. I am just an internship assistant, and my vision definitely cannot match that of Mr. Shu. We still need to learn more from Mr. Shu. Okay, Shuangxing responded. Shuangxing quickly withdrew from the office. Found Li Hang's backend information and dialed the phone. Rent a house. Li Hang has closed his Weibo account and hasn't replied to any WeChat messages yet. He flipped through the refrigerator and found nothing but a few bottles of almost expired sauces. I simply went downstairs to find a barbecue stall and started masturbating. Boss, 10 grilled oysters, 10 skewers of grilled kidneys, 20 skewers of lamb skewers, a plate of grilled eggplants, and a plate of grilled chives. Coming soon. The boss responded. The boss and Li Hang are old acquaintances now. Seeing Li Hang's meal today, I feel something is not right. He placed the plate on the table, leaned in Li Hang's ear, and asked mysteriously. Did you have a girlfriend, kid? Li Hang looked bewildered. No, there isn't. Why didn't you order such a patch? Be careful of nosebleeds. The boss left with a resentful expression on his face. Li Hang thought it over and accidentally ordered a kidney tonifying meal. But the dishes have all been served, so we can only eat them. Li Hang was eating oysters when the phone rang again. He glanced at it. Strange call, so hang up. That number was called several times persistently. Li Hang just picked it up. A sweet and green voice came from the other end of the phone. Hello, is this Mr. Li Hang? I am Shuangxing, the signing assistant of Douya platform. Your premier data on our Douya platform is excellent, and on behalf of Douya platform, I invite you to become the signing anchor of Douya platform. Are you interested? Shuangxing threw out her classic opening statement. Usually, at this time, normal people would ask for the signing details. I'm not interested. Li Hang's words directly caused Shuangxing to get stuck. Hey! Li Hang has no plans to become a professional anchor, and he doesn't even want to sign a contract or anything. I resigned from Dashing before, not because he didn't like the profession of a lawyer. It's just a dislike for the culture of Dasheng. If possible, he still wants to become a divorce lawyer. Is there anything else? If not, I'll just hang up. I'm just cheering on. Li Hang held his phone in one hand and opened a bottle of cola with one hand. Well, Mr. Li, our signing fee is 1 million yuan, plus our monthly base salary in share. Shuangxing is now anxious. Shu Mei's 1 million signing fee to Shuangxing is a trump card. Encountering someone who doesn't follow the routine, he directly revealed his underwear. I said, I'm not interested. Li Hang repeated it again. Shuangxing speculated that Li Hang's decisive refusal was because other platforms had already taken the lead. And the signing fee must be very high. Have other platforms already contacted you? Our Douya signing fee can be negotiated. No, I don't want to sign any of them. After Li Hang finished speaking, he stopped talking nonsense and hung up the phone. Subsequently, the phone hung up. When Shuangxing pushed the door open again and walked into Xu Mei's office. My complexion is not very good. Mr. Xu, Li Hang has declined our signing invitation. Did other platforms take the lead in getting on the platform? Huyu. Or Kuayin? Xu Mei's first reaction was the same as Shuangxing's. Shuangxing shook her head. According to him, he doesn't want to be a broadcaster, so he doesn't sign on any platform. Xu Mei's expression was clearly incomprehensible. I don't understand the brain circuits of Li Hang. An ordinary divorce lawyer, busy to the death in a year, only earns 300,000 to 400,000 yuan. He can make a profit by live streaming for 3 or 4 days. Moreover, with the support of the platform after signing the contract, the number of fans will rapidly increase in the short term. Either of these two options, anyone would choose the latter, right? However, Douya platform also has anchors who can drive traffic. Based on the current situation, even if Li Hang went to another platform, it doesn't threaten Douya either. If you don't want to sign, it's okay. Xu Mei finished speaking and picked up her bag. I'm off work now. I'll talk about anything tomorrow. At 9 p.m., Dashing Law Firm. In the tea room. Several young lawyers are gathered together. One is Dong Xing, a divorce lawyer in the same group as Li Hang. One is Fang Bei, the assistant of the ace lawyer Jia Jianzhong. When Li Hang was still working, he had the most interactions with these two people. After Li Hang resigned, Jia had a very bad attitude towards him. So they never took the initiative to contact Li Hang again. After all, it's just an ordinary colleague relationship, and there are also conflicts of interest. At this moment, the two were looking at their phones together, discussing in a low voice. It should be him, his name and appearance are the same. I messaged him, but he ignored me. This is still after Li Hang resigned. Dong Xing took the initiative to send him a message for the first time. They're all angry, they definitely won't pay attention to us anymore. Fang Bei's tone was very disdainful. But when he was live streaming, he said that our law firm was PUA. Do you think he was talking about Jia Lu? Dong Xing asked. Who else can there be? Jia is his leader, said Fang Bei. Probably because of the wealthy man's bigamy case last time, Jia didn't give it to him. He hates Jia, right? At this moment, Jia, also known as Jia Jianzhong, happened to come in with a teacup in his mouth. What are you talking about? Chapter 7. Is it illegal to look handsome than Hu Gu? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Jia Jianzhong had a smile on his face and spoke in a friendly tone. Jia, we're talking about Li Hang. He's on the trending list. Have you seen him? Fang Bei said in a flattering tone. The smile on Jia Jianzhong's face instantly dissipated. I pursed my lips downwards. Today's Weibo is flooded with hot searches about Li Hang. It's difficult for Jia Jianzhong to see it or not. When mentioning Li Hang, Jia Jianzhong showed disdain on his face. A divorce lawyer who goes live streaming, becomes an internet celebrity, and even acts as a matchmaker for clients. What a slippery trick. A lawyer, on the entertainment hot search. In the eyes of their older generation of lawyers, it is simply a disgrace to the legal profession. Fang Bei agreed, we're just saying he doesn't have professional ethics. Jia, Li Hang even slandered Dashing during the live broadcast. Will this have a negative impact on our law firm? Dong Xing asked anxiously. Jia Jianzhong is quite satisfied with Dong Xing's consideration of the law firm. With just 1 or 2 words, he wants to shake the big tree of Dashing. There are not only a few thousand but also a few hundred people who have left from Dashing. If they don't have the ability to stay, they will smear Dashing and cover up their incompetence. Isn't these people just these tricks? Jia Jianzhong let out a fake sigh again. When Li Hang left, I tried to persuade him. The external environment was not good, and with so many salary cuts and layoffs, Li Hang had no choice but to take this step. Dongxing and Fang Bei, you two need to cherish and work harder. It would be great to have this job now. Don't feel that you have a high education and strong abilities, which has wronged you here. If you leave Dasheng, you will find that you are nothing. Li Hang is a lesson from your past. Jia Jianzhong's words are a typical example of PUA. Unfortunately, Dongxing Fangbei and the others have become accustomed to listening and have not felt at all that they have been pushed. Dongxing and Fangbei nodded repeatedly. After Jia LV left, they also returned to their workstations. Dongxing looked at a table of documents and then glanced at the time. 21.24, I should be able to finish it by working until 1 or 2 in the morning today. He took a strong sip of coffee and began to work hard. The next morning, Li Hang went to the blind date corner again to set up a stall. I also had a live broadcast, by the way. Live title. Do you need divorce consultation? Please come in. As soon as today's live broadcast started, thousands of people flooded in. In less than 2 minutes, the number of people in the live broadcast room exceeded 100,000. Yesterday's hot search results were indeed very impressive. Many people squat and wait for the anchor of this new concept to come out and see what's going on. Good morning, how many brothers came to see me make pancakes again? Boss, let's have a set meal for the poor. The world is in turmoil, and the anchor focuses on spreading pancakes. Isn't this a live broadcast room for divorce counseling? Yes, look at the anchor of this pancake stall. His name is Xiao Ming and he is a divorce lawyer, mainly responsible for the work of matchmakers. Upstairs, I laugh so much that people from 10 miles away will have to live with hearing aids in their next lives. You can consult any legal issues you have, not necessarily divorce lawsuits. If you need to consult, you can directly apply for a microphone without brushing gifts. He is not specifically involved in divorce lawsuits. I have also taken on some other civil and criminal cases. Anchor, is it illegal for me to drive a Ferrari with one hand? Is it illegal for me to step on and kill an ant on the roadside? Do I break the law by 185 centimeters and 21 centimeters? Do I look more handsome than who go and break the law? How many years do you judge by watching borderline videos? Amidst the barrage of musicians, a slightly more serious one finally appeared. Li Hang recited it out. Well, I saw a water enthusiast with the ID, Sigma man, say, Anchor, I have a friend who fell in love with his wife's best friend. What should he do? After finishing reading, Li Hang fell into a brief silence. On how to silence the anchor in one sentence, the anchor's silence was deafening. To be honest, I also have a friend. A Sigma man asked you to do divorce counseling, not emotional counseling. After a while, Li Hang spoke up. This Sigma man, do you want a divorce now? What are your demands? Li Hang waited for a while, flipped through for a long time, and finally found the person's reply in the barrage. I can't leave. The house and car belong to my wife. Soft rice is hard to eat, right? I like it. I also want to join your family. People cannot have both needs and desires. Li Hang just wanted to say something more. A person with the ID, Peach, has applied for a microphone in the live broadcast room. Someone has applied for a microphone connection. Let's first listen and see if this water user has any questions. Anyway, this Sigma man doesn't seem to have any serious legal advice. Li Hang agreed to connect the wheat. Hello, how do you address me? The anchor's voice is so gentle and handsome, I love it. In my powerless grade, I fell in love with the 172nd man. Think twice. Upstairs, divorce the divorce lawyer. He won't even leave you a pair of shorts. A voice rang out in the live broadcast room. Hello Li LV, my husband is gay and I want to divorce him. Can you help me? Sleeping slot. Can't it be the recent online uproar? Which one? I guess it's that Peach, isn't it Tao Z? What are you talking about? The barrage of bullets flew past the live broadcast room one by one. Li Hang captured several key words. If it is really the case speculated by the water enthusiasts, it is indeed a bit tricky. After all, it is difficult for the same wife to collect evidence that the other person is homosexual. Having an affair between the same sex on Blue Star. Not considered a fault by the law. So it's difficult to prove that the man is at fault. In this situation, if the woman files a lawsuit with the court, unless strong evidence is collected. Otherwise, if the man does not agree, the court may need to go through 2 trials before ruling on divorce. Every lawsuit for divorce takes a long time. There must be a cooling-off period of 6 months between them. It will take at least a year or a half to tinker with it. Ms. Peach, I need to know more detailed information. It involves privacy issues. If you are not convenient to speak in the live broadcast room, you can contact me by private message. There's nothing to say. I see many people have guessed it. Peach's words confirmed the speculations of netizens. The live broadcast room exploded. No one dares to take on this case. Li Lv should be cautious. The other party is Jia Bin, the son of renowned lawyer Jia Jinzhong from Dasheng. Losing the lawsuit not only loses his reputation, but also his future. Famous lawyer Jia Bin exposed to homosexuality. On Weibo, I'm standing at Ms. Tao, that Jia Bin is not something. Anchor, if you take on this case, I will be your loyal fan in the future, don't take it. Can the legal profession still survive? Wait for a full-time pancake stall. Unknown full picture, no comment. There are various opinions in the live broadcast room. The other party involved in this case. Still an old acquaintance of Li Hang. Jia Bin. The son of Jia Jinzhong. Chapter 8. High definition 4K code-free mini videos. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. At this moment, the sound of the system echoed again in Li Hang's mind. The sound of the system still sounds slightly excited. Ding. Detected host facing random event. Tao Zi divorce case. Host has the following 2 choices. Option 1. Politely decline Tao Zi's commission. Tao Zi's husband is Jia Bin. Getting involved with Jia Bin is like getting involved in a defense. Moreover, the probability of winning a same-wife case is very low, so it's better not to touch this case or not to touch it. Choose this option to reward a good divorce case. Option 2. Accept Tao Zi's commission. If the incident is true, Jia Jinzhong and Jia Bin father and son have committed many evil deeds. There is such a good chance to defeat them, why give up? Choose this option, reward 500,000 cash, and unlock the limited time item column in the mall. Limited time items are usually key evidence information and can be exchanged with points. I choose 2. Li Hang did not hesitate. I made a decisive choice. Ding. Congratulations to the host for receiving 500,000 yuan in cash, it has been received. Please check it. The limited time item list in the mall has been unlocked. Relevant evidence items will appear during the case process. However, although they said they wanted to take over this case, but based solely on the information obtained by Li Hang eating melons on Weibo, it is not enough to determine whether there is a possibility of winning the case. We still need to have a face-to-face conversation with Ms. Tao. Ms. Peach, if it's convenient, I'll privately message your address in the background later. Let's have a face-to-face chat. After Li Hang finished speaking, he said goodbye in the live broadcast room and quickly dropped the broadcast. In the afternoon, inside a certain CAFA. The card holder in the corner. A man and a woman sat face to face. It's Li Hang and Tao Zi. Tao Zi is a very beautiful woman. But it doesn't look very attractive. I have been married to Jia Bin for 2 years, and after getting married, he seems to have changed his personality and has always been indifferent to me. After getting married, I want to have a child. But he seems to be very resistant to physical contact and has never touched me. Looking back now, I'm really grateful that he hates women to this extent. He always stays up late at night, and when asked, he always says he has a case to attend to. I kept an eye out for it, but I couldn't find any evidence of his infidelity with a woman. Until that day when I came home, I witnessed him and a man entangled in the bed like fried dough twists. Tao Zi felt a bit nauseous when he said this. She took a sip of coffee before continuing. I just realized that my suspicion was right, but I kept getting it in the wrong direction. Of course, there won't be anything from other women on him, because he doesn't like women at all. Tao Zi smiled self-deprecatingly. Afterwards, I proposed a divorce, but he didn't agree. It might not be easy to find a foolish same wife like me. I had no choice but to post a long article on my Weibo exposing Jia Bin, hoping to force him to divorce me. Although the popularity has increased, it's a pity that I don't have any useful evidence. Jia Bin slandered me and accused me of cheating. Netizens have everything they say, and there are also many who say I'm for money. Jia Bin later said that divorce is possible, but he wants me to leave the house clean. I cannot agree. He has caused me serious harm, and now I not only want to divorce, but also have to make him pay the price. After Tao Zi finished speaking, he felt as if he had lost his strength. Jia Bin, relying on his father's strong connections, entered Dashing law firm and was responsible for financial-related cases. Shuangxing praised him as a gold medal lawyer for Dashing. But the people in the law firm know the truth. Jia Bin is just a rough lawyer. Even the defense outline for the trial was written by someone else. The people in the law firm have been secretly mocking him for going through the back door. Unexpectedly, one word became a prophecy. After thinking for a moment, Li Hang spoke up. Ms. Tao, the situation where the innocent party has the right to claim damages in divorce is limited to bigamy, cohabitation with others, domestic violence, abuse, and abandonment of family members. Does Jia Bin have these behaviors? Tao Zi sighed and shook his head. Li Lv, you know, he's also a lawyer. Jia Bin understands the law and naturally knows how to avoid these behaviors that are detrimental to himself. Li Hang asked another question. Who is the lawyer Jia Bin hired? Tao Zi's answer was as expected by Li Hang. Jia Jinzhong. He didn't know his son was a fag and felt like I was throwing dirty water at him. Li Lv, if you are willing to take on this case, 20% of the compensation I receive will be used as your lawyer's fee. Li Hang touched his chin. A gold medal lawyer like Jia Bin. Also backed by top law firms like Dashing. The annual lawyer's fee has definitely reached the level of 1 million yuan. Since Dashing resigned, he has always dreamed of opening his own law firm. He has accumulated a sum of money these days through the system and live streaming. However, the visibility and reputation of lawyers are important. Before, he used to act like a green leaf in Dashing. If we can win this lawsuit, it has great benefits for him. However, the reason why Jia Jinzhong is the gold medal lawyer of Dashing. It is because he has never failed in all the divorce cases he is responsible for. Moreover, this is his son's divorce case. He will definitely put in 200% effort. That's why netizens say, accepting this case is not pleasing. How to prove Jia Bin's sexual orientation in court. Even if Jia Bin engages in sexual activity or cohabitation with the same sex and files for divorce. Request to determine the other party's fault for divorce. It is also difficult to achieve. Moreover, Tao Zi does not have any other strong evidence. It is enough for the judge to determine that Jia Bin was at fault in this marriage. To win this case, it is indeed as difficult as reaching the heavens. But if this lawsuit can be won, then his reputation in the legal community will definitely be greatly enhanced. After all, this case is currently highly discussed online. And he also happened to want Jia Jinzhong, this terrible old man, to know. What is meant by multiple acts of unrighteousness leading to self-destruction? Li Hang's expression was very calm. Ms. Tao, give me some time to gather evidence. Tao Zi's eyes lit up. So, Li LV, have you agreed to take on this case? If you find any new evidence while interacting with Jia Bin these days, please let me know in a timely manner. You can try recording his words. Li Hang taught Tao Zi how to guide him to admit to being a gay in his conversation with Jia Bin. Although this may not be the key to winning the lawsuit. Tao Zi nodded. There is hope in the heart, and people also appear to have spirit. After Tao Zi left, Li Hang also returned to his rental house. He sat down at the desk and began to organize the materials for this case. Oh no, start summoning the system. System, what are the ways to kill the game? The sound of the system resounds in the mind. Ding. It has been detected that the host is facing difficulties, and points can be used to exchange key evidence in the mall. In Li Hang's mind, an additional column suddenly appeared on the shopping mall panel. Limited time redemption. Jia Bin's infidelity video. 10 points. Jia Bin's medical record. 10 points. Li Hang currently holds 183 points. With a wave of his hand, he exchanged 2 pieces of evidence. Redeem all. Ding. Redemption successful, host's remaining points. 163, he watched from one place to another in his mind. Video of Jia Bin's infidelity. Li Hang did some psychological construction before opening it. A high-definition 4K frameless screen with Dolby panoramic sound. Play in Li Hang's mind. The scene is in a room. Li Hangzi counted carefully and found 4 men. The fact is far more explosive than what Tao Zi saw. However, as Tao Zi's acting lawyer, to fight for the rights and interests of the parties involved, he can only watch this segment of the film. After watching it, Li Hang almost wanted to change his eyes to those who had not watched this video. However, where did this private video come from? Although the existence of the system is already very unfavorable. If the system could even access such private videos, isn't it possible for him to take a look? Li Hang temporarily suppressed his thoughts in his mind. Cough cough, system, where is the source of this video? Host, this is a video stored by Jia Bin on his phone. I have selected the one with the clearest portrait from it. Chapter 9. The Prominent Trial. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. After listening to the system's explanation, Li Hang roughly understood. So it seems that the system received a video that already exists. Just follow the evidence collection methods of ordinary lawyers. It is almost impossible to obtain such a video. Jia Bin usually looks like a dog in the law firm. I had quite some fun. With this video, it can be proven in court that Jia Bin did indeed engage in disloyalty towards his relationship. This is advantageous for the judge to make a decision agreeing to divorce. However, it's not enough. Based solely on this, it cannot meet the requirements for compensation. He clicked on the second one again. Jia Bin's medical record. Jia Bin had a physical examination before marriage and suffered from AIDS. But he concealed this fact and did not tell Tao Zi. Li Hang felt a sense of joy in his heart. I was originally worried that the first evidence was not strong enough. With this, the judge can directly invalidate the marriage, so as to revoke the marriage. With these few pieces of evidence, even if Jia Jianzhong wears his lip down, he can't protect his son anymore. The matter of Tao Zi asking Li Hang to represent the case in the live broadcast room quickly became a hot search topic. Li Hang once again topped the hot search list, bringing unprecedented attention. The trial will start in 2 days, and now looking for such a half-hearted lawyer, that woman is also at a loss. Isn't this thing reversed long ago? The woman cheated on her own and instead accused the man of cheating. I've long said that Li Hang is a lawyer fraud, right? He dares to accept it. He can do anything for the sake of popularity. Reverse it. Do you have any evidence? Just open your mouth and come here. My experience tells me not to speak too early or too full, otherwise the boomerang dart will hit me. Lawyer Jia Bin looks very upright, but on the contrary, she is the woman with a calculating expression. She sits and waits for the people in the comments section to slap her in the face. This news quickly spread to dashing law firm. Jia Bin took advantage of his lunch break and knocked on the door of Jia Jinzhong's office. Enter. Dad. Lawyer Jia, Li Hang is going to appear as Tao Zi's proxy lawyer in court. Do you know? Jia Bin spoke straightforwardly. Jia Bin originally thought. No one in the entire legal profession dares to take on Tao Zi's case. After all, Jia Jinzhong holds a crucial position in the legal industry. Very influential. The defendant is still Jia Jinzhong's son. Cases with low success rates. If you take it, you will also offend industry leaders. Only a fool would take it. But unexpectedly, before the trial, Li Hang appeared. This made Jia Bin couldn't help but worry. Does Li Hang have any evidence? Have the confidence to take on this commission? No, it's impossible. He has already dealt with everything cleanly. Moreover, his father also defended him. Jia Jinzhong appeared calm at all, with a contemptuous tone. Humph, he just won a few divorce lawsuits in Dashing and thought he could handle it. He still hasn't been beaten by society. Exactly, let me extinguish his arrogance, Jia Jinzhong said confidently. He looked up and saw that Jia Bin's face was not very good. Jia Jinzhong's voice sank. Son, are you sure there's nothing hidden from me? As a lawyer, what I am most afraid of is that the client conceals the facts. If caught by the opposing lawyer in court. And I am not at all prepared. That will catch you off guard and instantly put you at a disadvantage. However, Jia Jinzhong also casually asked. After all, Jia Bin is his own son and also a lawyer. I should know the consequences of concealing facts. It's not like I'm going to make such a fool of myself. Of course not, Jia Bin said. Dad, I'll go eat with my colleagues first. Well, go ahead. At the dinner table, several colleagues around Jia Bin talked about this matter. Many young lawyers in the law firm know Li Hang. Not only because of Li Hang's excellent resume. And the recent hot searches are well known to everyone. Is Li Hang crazy? Do you really want to ruin your future? He may have tasted the sweetness, just go wherever there is heat. Fortunately, Jia Lv did his best to take care of him, but he turned around and wanted to step on Jia Lv and climb up. This kind of person is just trash in the legal world, it would be better to clean it up earlier. Only one intern lawyer named Shuangxing Group remained silent present. Yao, why aren't you talking? Shuangxing Group's tone was plain. It's not too late to evaluate when the results come out. Everyone looked at her with different expressions. Jia Bin also stared at her, his face gloomy. What do you mean? Do you think Li Hang will win? Although Li Hang is your fellow senior brother, you shouldn't be so protective of him. Which statement did I defend? As a lawyer, isn't it necessary to speak with facts and evidence? Shuangxing Group finished speaking calmly, picked up the plate, and left. 2 days later. The divorce case between Jia Bin and Tao Zi has officially begun in public attention. Blue Star has long been promoting live streaming of court trials. Due to the high level of attention and social influence of this case. According to the court's decision, the entire trial will be broadcast live. Li Hang and Tao Zi met Jia Bin and Jia Jinzhong at the entrance of the court. Jia Jinzhong carried his hands behind his back and pointed his nostrils at Li Hang. Jia Jinzhong didn't speak, but Jia Bin spoke first. Oh, isn't that Lawyer Li? Lawyer Li is really popular recently, more famous than Dashing. But I don't know whether these fame will become a foam after today's trial. The tone is eerie. After Jia Bin finished speaking, he laughed on his own. Li Hang responded calmly. You can smile more now, you won't be able to laugh anymore. The smile on Jia Bin's face only increased but did not decrease. Oh, you're just going to have a tough mouth. He pointed his spear at Tao Zi again. Tao Zi, how could our marriage have come to this point? You still have time to go back on your word now. What benefits will it bring to you if you go to court? Li Hang's confidence also gave Tao Zi confidence. She retorted with sarcasm. Jia Bin, even if you want to go back on your word now, it's too late. I must let you suffer the consequences on your own. Jia Bin suffered from eating one after another, with a gloomy expression on his face. Alright, let's go. What are you doing talking so much to them? Jia Jinzhong walked away with high spirits. Jia Bin gave Li Hang and Tao Zi a fierce glare and followed suit. 10 minutes before the court hearing. The live broadcast room has already attracted hundreds of thousands of viewers. Rookie versus gold medal lawyer, to be honest, there's not much to watch. Li LV is not a novice, he is the #1 law major at a university, it's all out of society now, and I'm still talking about my college grades. It seems like there's not much to show for it. Jia LV wins every battle, no matter how powerful Li LV is, he cannot win. Li Hang will only be pressed on the ground and rubbed. Do you really think there is a cool storyline in the real world? Soon, the trial officially began. After the clerk confirmed that the clients and proxy lawyers of all parties had been present, the presiding judge struck his hammer. Trial. Before the trial, the court has already served copies of the indictment and answer to the parties. Have both parties received them? Received. After the trial process, the highly anticipated court investigation procedure began. We are now conducting a factual investigation in court. Please state the plaintiff's claim and the facts and reasons on which it is based. Li Hang smiled and approached the microphone in front of him with a calm expression. Chapter 10. Litigation Demands That Make You Foolish. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Li Hang's calm voice emanated from the microphone. Resounded throughout the entire court. The presiding judge and judge, our party's lawsuit request is as follows. Firstly, request the court to order the revocation of the marriage between our party and the defendant Jia Bin. Secondly, demand that the defendant Jia Bin stop infringing on the reputation rights of our party. Thirdly, the defendant Jia Bin is required to delete all online statements that infringe on the reputation rights of our party. Fourthly, demand that the defendant Jia Bin publicly apologize online. Fifth, demand that the defendant Jia Bin compensate our party with 1 million yuan. Sixth, the litigation costs in this case shall be borne by the defendant. Li Hang finished speaking. The barrage in the live broadcast room flashed rapidly in an instant. Although I'm not a law student, I feel like Li Hang is teasing me. Revoke marriage. 1 million. One by one, it's outrageous. Judging from Jia LV's expression, he was holding back a smile. Jia LV's professional ethics are still high. If it were for me, I wouldn't be able to hold back long ago. Tao Zi. Family members, who knows? We hired a lawyer to hire a scammer. Li Hang's lawsuit request at the beginning confused everyone. Jia Bin's mouth curved into a smile. He used to think that Li Hang was just going crazy because he wanted to get angry. But his education is still recognized. Now it seems that the law major comes first, and there is too much emphasis on it. Does Li Hang really understand the law? Revoke marriage. What is his basis? In court, everyone was whispering to each other. Please remain quiet, said the presiding judge. Plaintiff's lawyer, are you sure that the plaintiff's first claim in the lawsuit is to revoke the marriage, not to dissolve it? The presiding judge gently reminded Li Hang. Although he had already known about the gap between the lawyers on both sides before the trial. However, if the plaintiff's lawyer is a rookie lawyer who can't even distinguish between revoking and terminating a marriage, that's too exaggerated. The presiding judge was heartbroken. Is it necessary to continue this trial? Li Hang's lawsuit request shows us a vivid image of a legal blind lawyer. Li Hang, please stop it quickly. I have made an embarrassing mistake of acting for others. The difference between internet celebrity lawyers and veteran lawyers is vividly reflected at this moment unexpectedly, to everyone's surprise. Li Hang nodded confidently to confirm. Chief Judge, I am certain. Li Hang signaled Tao Zi to start explaining the facts and reasons. Judge, on June 16, 2022, I met the defendant at a bar. Later, the defendant took the initiative to pursue me, so both parties began to fall in love. During the relationship, the defendant was always obedient to me, and our relationship was very good. On September 30, 2022, I registered my marriage with the defendant. Since then, the defendant has gradually neglected me, often staying up at night and ignoring me. I suspected that the defendant had other women outside, so I secretly observed for a long time. One time when I returned home, I found the defendant lying naked in bed with a man. Afterwards, I questioned the defendant, and he shamelessly said they were just brothers. Afterwards, I proposed to divorce, but the defendant refused to communicate with me. Afterwards, he openly took the man home, and the defendants claimed to be colleagues or friends who acted intimately in front of me. And he said that it's normal for men and brothers to hug and hug each other, saying that I don't need to be so alarmed. I have no choice but to expose the defendant's actions online. The defendant, on the other hand, slandered me for infidelity within my marriage, causing me great psychological trauma. The defendant no longer has any marital relationship with me, and our relationship has completely broken down. I request the court to support my lawsuit in accordance with the law. This is my brother, isn't it like this between you brothers? What else can we do lying in the same bed with a man naked, the size of Jill? Jia Bin, this is a sophistry, we're just brothers, I really don't have much to do with him, it's you who's making a fuss. Gender change, this is not the classic statement of an infidelity man. After Tao Zi finished speaking, the presiding judge asked Li Hang. Is there anything that the plaintiff's lawyer needs to add? Li Hang cleared his throat. Chief Judge, my client has already stated the basic facts. I would like to add 3 points. Jia Bin concealed many important facts from our client. Firstly, Jia Bin is a homosexual. Secondly, Jia Bin's private life is chaotic and he has multiple same-sex partners at the same time. Thirdly, Jia Bin had a medical condition that was deemed inappropriate for marriage before marriage, and he concealed it from our party. It is uncertain whether Jia Bin intentionally deceived his wife and children subjectively, but an undeniable fact is that after marriage, Jia Bin often behaves recklessly outside, often loses contact, lacks proper care for his wife, and lacks a sense of family responsibility. After Li Hang finished speaking, the whole room fell into a moment of silence. Jia Bin was inexplicably excited and stood up. You're slandering. The presiding judge struck the hammer. Please pay attention to the defendant's language and emotions. Let the plaintiff's lawyer continue to state. Judge, I have finished adding. Judge Li Hangchong nodded slightly. Li Hang smiled at the corner of his mouth. As a lawyer, Jia Bin really can't hold his breath. Even Jia Jianzhong gave him a gloomy look. Now, please ask the defendant to defend. Jia Bin pulled out his prepared speech. Chief Judge, since I married the plaintiff, I have been very kind to her, not as the plaintiff said I neglected her. This is completely reversing the truth. The real situation is that the plaintiff started to distance themselves from me shortly after marriage. I thought I was doing something wrong, but later I realized that the plaintiff and her ex-boyfriend had been secretly having financial dealings. When I found out about this, my sky collapsed. I only realized that I was wearing a green hat. I originally wanted to give her a chance, after all, we met and fell in love, and our feelings were still there. As a man, why not be more magnanimous? But now, upon hearing her lawsuit, I finally realized that she married me purely for my money. Furthermore, the plaintiff's claim that I brought different men home with ambiguous behavior is completely unfounded. This is because she fabricated it out of thin air in order to divide my property for divorce and find no leverage on me. As a lawyer, I often need to receive clients, which is my job. Think about it, if I were a homosexual and didn't have time to hide, how could I take a man home voluntarily? Tao Zi's words really sound like a fabrication. Jia Bin is such a beast that he deliberately takes a man home. It's too fake, so it was Tao Zi who cheated on herself and splashed dirty water on Jia Bin, right? Such a vicious woman. Is it possible that those men were brought home by Tao Zi? Boy, it sounds outrageous, but it's also very reasonable. Let's see what Jia LV said. Is there anything else the defendant's lawyer needs to add? The presiding judge asked. Jia Jianzhong sat upright and spoke with a resounding voice. It looks very confident.